Hi everyone, and welcome to another mini episode of Auto Dealer HR. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm Sandy Zannino. So today's profit protection episode is about the FMLA, or the Family Medical Leave Act. More specifically, we're going to talk about covered employers. Who is a covered employer under the FMLA? So government and public sector employers, local educational agencies, i.e. school boards, schools, they're covered regardless of the number of employees. In general, for private employers, you are covered if you employ 50 or more employees in at least 20 work weeks during the year. So there are some other ways that private employers can be covered under the FMLA, such as a joint employer situation. So if you are working with a staffing agency or a PEO, be sure that you understand your obligations under the FMLA. Another way for private employers to be covered is if you are an integrated employer. Now, this occurs when there are separate businesses operating under individual EINs, different names, different locations. Perhaps at one or two, you don't have 50 employees. Or maybe if you have three and they're not all at 50 employees. They can be found to be a single employer under the FMLA if certain factors are present. Now, those factors are there's a common management, centralized control of labor relations, there's interrelation between the operations, and there is common ownership or financial control. If you have that, pay attention because you might be covered under the FMLA. So another way an employer can be covered is when they are a successor employer. Now, I think that this is rather important, as in the automotive industry, we are seeing a lot of buy-sells happening. So if you are purchasing a dealership, understand that although the employees that you are acquiring through the purchase haven't technically been employed by you for a year, which is part of the eligibility requirements for the covered employee, they most likely will still be covered under the FMLA, provided that they met those eligibility standards under the prior employer. Additionally, you must still count the time and hours worked under the prior employer. So I recommend downloading the Employer's Guide to the Family Medical Leave Act from the DOL website, and I will put the link above and below. There's also another link that I'll provide for you, and that talks a little bit more deeply about the successor employer coverage for the FMLA. So as always, have a happy day and call me anytime for some help, 941-306-8310, or send me an in-message. Have a happy day.
Join us again for more industry insights from Innovative Auto HR.